Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Anti-Material Energy. In the last episode, we were working a little bit with Aura Cascade, getting some pets, and we were also working on getting this nutrition module, which is an amazing thing that's going to basically keep us fed and healthy from our calculator trees. So, currently, I am making some arcane gems, and this is how you make them. Just a reminder, I had to look it up in the book, but basically, it's just the arcane ingots, which are wool and iron, at that thing over there, with a diamond, 3 of them of the same color with a diamond. And that way you'll get the gem of all the colors. And we're doing this so that we can get the arcane prism. This guy, which we need in order to make, well, where is it? Prismatic processor, that's what we already have. I thought we needed this. Might want to look into this real quick. Let's do this again. But this shouldn't take too much longer. I don't know why it's using Violet Aura instead of all the others. Oh, because it's not actually powering. That would be why. But yeah, so once that finishes up, we'll have the arcane gems and we can start working on some other stuff. Now, obviously, I was working on making the MineChem pet. He was made between episodes, finished up pretty quickly, to be honest. But we can go ahead and get the reward for that. And I don't know what he does. We'll take a look at that in a second. Now, do we need him for the wither pet? The wither pet does require him. So, yep, he goes in here. What is the last one? Hey, there we go. So that's how we get the gems. So we have a reward bag. It is good. That means decor. And yeah, for the wither pet, the last one we need is the Enderman pet, which is gonna be a bit of a pain. We'll worry about that later. We'll kind of look at other stuff with the pets as we go, but I want to continue working in the Archmage pixel picks, and the thing we want to work towards is the Cascading Synthesizer. So let's go ahead and make that and get into Angel Steel. So the Cascading Synthesizer does require an arcane prism. Alright, I thought it did. And it's really easy. We just need to power this up a little bit. And all we need to do is drop all of these gems on the ground. And as soon as it's got the progress, which should be relatively soon, it will make us the arcane prism. Boom. Easy as that. And now to make this guy, we need iron and... okay, that's easy. I did expand the chest over here just because I was tired of running out of space. I made a bunch of things. The white crystals. So we're going to let this guy get powered up. And this should not take that long. Actually, it's 300,000. That might take a little bit of time. So we'll come back to that. Anyways, what else did we do last episode? We did make the slice and splice, which we're gonna need if we want to make the tormented Enderman head stuff for the rest of the pets. So let's see what kind of pets we still need to make. And there's a few other, you know, I didn't look to see what that magma cube pet did. Fire resistance, walk on lava. That's kind of cool. Alright, so anything else in here? So this guy requires Angel Steel. We'll get to that later. But I think we've completed pretty much everything else here, except for the oreberry bushes, which I don't know how to make. We might look into some weird things to do with that later, but we'll see. Anyways, we have to kill players for that quest line. Alchemy, we've done most of this stuff. The only thing we need to do still is the essence berries, which requires this matter, which we get from omni matter, which we get from antimony. It's just a lot of power, so I probably won't do that yet. We'll get more power first. Paracel, we are stuck because we can neither make the cow nor the squid. Chemistry has nothing, so we can't do anything there. And secrets, don't know what the other secret is. So really, we don't have much to do other than making more charcoal. We're gonna do something. We're going to make melons. So we're gonna teach the system how to make melons, the alchemy stuff, just because that's like one of the hardest ones to do, and I think apples as well. We're gonna farm most of the rest of the stuff because it's not that bad, to be honest. But apples and melons seem to be good candidates for teaching the book how to make them, so that we can get plenty of them to cook up. So I guess let's go ahead and prepare more pets while we wait for the arcane prism. So the anvil pet is the first one, if I can spell anvil. Then we're gonna need the Enderman pet. Let's see, Spider. Are you done yet? You are. Cool. So I'll make more charcoal and all that kind of stuff. That's not super important. I mean, we have, like, this is making all the eggs we could ever want, so like a lot of that stuff isn't too bad to do. Anyways, we have flame. We're gonna need the wither pet, and then we can start looking at the rest of them. So on this side we have pig and chicken and cow. Pig pet, chicken pet, and cow pet. And the pig we already have. Cow, we're gonna need cow heads. And you know what? Actually, I think Aura Cascade is gonna make this easy. Maybe not. See, some of that stuff is kind of difficult. Alright, so you know what? Let's spend some time while we're waiting for this stuff. We should probably make sure this has plenty of power. It's actually getting close. Let's just do this. Make sure this has plenty of stuff. And then we'll immediately start making more pets as we go. What's the chicken one require? Chicken heads. Alright, so we're gonna need a lot of mob heads, and unfortunately, like, that's not the easiest thing to come by. For example, spiders require the spidey heads. This technically requires Enderman heads. The purplest cow, that is not too bad, but we're gonna need ocelots. That might be. Can we? Ooh, how are we gonna get ocelots in the world? They only spawn in jungles, so I mean, I guess biome capsules, but we need specifically a jungle. That might be a struggle. We'll have to see about that. But what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to make a cleaver. And that's going to be the best way. So if we look here, the cleaver is a very heavy weapon. It slows you down, but it gives you beheading. So it requires 2 tough rods, the cleaver, and then the large plate pattern. So we're going to want one of these and these. Oh, I already had that one. Dang it. I wish you could, like, remove the pattern or something, but you can't. So what we need to do is figure out what's going to be some good cleaver materials. Now, we want stuff that's either going to give us mathematical, infinite durability. We want something that has modifiers. So, compressed sugarcane. That might be really, really good. Extremely compressed. Like magical wood is typically really good. That gives you 9 modifiers, but so does compressed sugarcane. So, can we see? Let's put that on the tool rod. So we're gonna need a bunch of sugarcane. I think we can deal with that. Ooh, I think it's done. I think we have the cascading synthesizer, which is really, really nice. Alright, so while we're waiting, let's go ahead and get the piggy pet. This is going to be pretty quick. Should be anyways. Just a little bit of pig iron, and that won't take too long. But we have the cascading synthesizer now. That is a completion. Ooh, momentum aura pump. So we just need to get different degrees of angel steel. We'll come back over here and get that in just a moment. We'll take that over here with us. So let's go ahead and make this cleaver. And I guess my question is, this requires 3. Can we do that? No. Sugarcane rod. Double compressed. Alright, let's take a look at this compressed sugarcane stuff. I don't know how we get the parts for it though. That's like the problem. Like there's compressed, there's extremely, and then maybe this is disabled? I guess the only answer currently is to make more. And I don't know, like, well, this is from better sugarcane. So let's look up. I guess we'll stick with this. So I don't know how compressed we have to go. Double compressed sugar blocks. That's actually really kind of cool. But I don't see anything major there, so nothing with that. Let's just make sure. Alright, so let's compress this one more, and we'll just work on compressing this as much as possible. Now we could use equivalent exchange for it, but I don't know if that is 100% necessary at this point. We're going to want to use different things. We're going to want something fairly strong metal-wise as the actual cleaver itself. But, yeah, maybe we'll look into this later. I'm going to need a bunch of sugarcane. Presumably, anyways. So, looks like we have our pig pet as well. So I guess let's just go and do more Aura Cascade stuff. Let's get the pig pet. Now he's up here. We're gonna get a reward bag. And the question is, let's get rid of this. And does the purple? Yes, he does. So we need that. I guess the anvil pet, that is just gonna take some time. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Or was this not working before? Right, it wasn't working. That's right. I remember now. So I'll see if I can get that to work another time, but yeah, that just doesn't seem to want to work. Some of these guys have exchange energy. That's interesting. Anyways, what are the other ones? The squid pet requires ink sacs, but it requires violet. Ew, that's annoying. And the sheep requires sheep heads. Alright. Let's go ahead and open our good reward bag, I guess. Get some wool and clay. And I guess let's go ahead and see what we can do. Put the sugarcane away for now. Let's see what we can do about making the angel steel. So angel steel is made with the Cascading Synthesizer. So it will make first degree ingots. Second degree ingots are made by dropping 3 first degrees in the world on near each other, and then so on. Higher degrees need to, so second degree requires 3 first degree. Third degree requires 3 second degree, which requires 9 first degrees. And you kind of get the point. And tools are better. Alright, so I guess this thing just makes them if you are giving it power. So that's what we're going to do. And I don't know how bad this is going to be, but we're going to try it out. So we're just going to replace this guy. Get a spooky noise. And I think it requires more power. Per process. So this is just going to take a lot longer. We could automate this with like droppers and stuff, but I don't think it's that important. So we'll just let that go. These guys have plenty of red aura. Doesn't really matter what kind we end up using. So at this point, what do we need to do? Well, we need to get the rest of these pets. And for the rest of the pets, we're going to need a bunch of... Man, it's kind of a bummer. You know what? Let's go ahead and duplicate and get to as high of a compressed sugarcane as we can. So let's take the book out. We're going to put double compressed. And we're not going to be too particular about what kind we get. As soon as this is done, we're going to get more EMC in here. Just because I have a feeling that this is going to make things kind of annoying. So let's just get a ton of gold. And, oh no, other way around. Diamonds. Diamonds then turn into a ton of gold, which we then use to get more diamonds, which we then use to get more gold, and so forth. So we'll just do that, get more diamonds, and just continue duplicating. I have no qualms over doing this, to be honest. So we'll get just a bunch of diamonds. We'll put a bunch of the diamonds back in, and let's get the sugarcane. And we'll leave a stack of diamonds. Well, we can't leave a stack of diamonds in there. Dang it. We'll just leave the diamonds there. And so double compressed. Let's make sure that this doesn't actually. Let's go ahead and make a stack of the next tier, and so on. So let's make as many of these as we can. And then, so there's quadruple, quintuple compressed. And you know what? Let's just go all the way. So research this. Those are $1 million each. That is expensive. So I guess while we're doing that, let's take a stack of diamonds, make more gold, and we'll just try to like get the most we can out of this. So, what's like the most expensive thing? Probably compressed stuff. I mean, I guess let's just... We can make more of this. Just do sextuple. And do that until we can't make any more. Grab some of the diamonds. Make more gold. Make more diamonds. And so on. Kind of get the idea. So let's do this one more time. We'll put this in here. And make more gold. Alright, so now we have quintuple that we can do stuff with. Unfortunately, we don't have that much like anything in here. So there's another quintuple. Let's see if this is enough for any of the sugarcane stuff, because I don't actually know. Real quick, let's check on this guy over here, because I don't want the angel steel to be like producing. It's not getting enough power. What is going on? So we're gonna have to like upgrade the power system for that. We'll see about that. I think what we need is these conserving nodes, which let's take a look. Don't care about that. So I think we just need to up the power. Special aura nodes, so capacitors. That might be what we want, is some capacitors. Otherwise, conserving aura nodes will not send aura downhill. That's not what I want. Those are good, but I think projectile is better. Speed of 1,000. So that might be good. What's the momentum? Or a pump? Falling mobs. And that's okay. So what we might want is some more ore nodes with the other things, but the capacitor and whatnot. I'll kind of figure that out. For now, we'll just kind of leave it as is. And let's just make a bunch of diamonds into blocks and call it a day on that front. Okay, so can we make parts? Haha, so that's compressed. You know what, let's go with 2 of these. And then for the plate, we're gonna use obsidian. So we're just gonna put all the sugarcane in here. Worry about that stuff later. So we're gonna want some obsidian. We're gonna want more obsidian than we have there. And then we're gonna need some sort of metal. And unfortunately, we're probably gonna need a cast. So we'll get that in a little bit. That's enough. And then we need to decide what kind of metal we want. Now, ideally, we would have something like manulin. Unfortunately, Manulin is kind of hard to get. Do we have materials in U? Yes, we do. So what are the other things we can use? This is for the modifiers, which... Oh, it does have the materials too. So we're going to want something sharp, strong sharp type of thing. Cobalt, Ardite. Manulin is like the best. It does base attack is 2 hearts. Is there anything that's better than that? Steel is also really good. So steel or Manulin would be ideal. Can we make steel? Let's see. Man, all of these look really cool, I will say. So we're gonna want a large sword blade. Need molten steel. So chainmail is a way. We can also get it from the ingots. So can we make steel? Yes, yes we can. And it has to be in the induction smelter, which, do we have one of those? I don't believe we do. Okay, so we'll make one. That won't be too bad. So, induction smelter requires a bunch of Invar, and that's about it. So we don't have much Invar in here, but we can get more pretty easily. Let's go ahead and make the plate. And then the other thing is we're going to have to cast this out. So we're going to want some cobblestone for the blade. Oops. And we'll use this in a cast. Won't be a problem. We'll just need a little bit of gold. Actually, we'll keep that on us for right now. Gold or aluminum brass, but 2 gold will do the same. And how is this? Active with signal. There's nothing in there, so we'll put that in there. And we'll get this taken care of. Cool. So we're going to need some Invar. Invar. Let's go ahead and just... That's good enough. We'll get a few stacks of that. We're also going to need a machine frame. We can do. It's iron and tin. That's pretty easy. So we're going to want a good bit of iron. You know, I barely use this thing. It's nice to have the storage, but I almost never use it. We do need some redstone, which we don't have that much redstone over here. That's okay though. So we're gonna need Invar gears. 1, 2. We're gonna need a bucket. We're going to need redstone reception coil. And then we're going to need tin and glass. So we don't need Invar anymore. Actually we need 2 pieces of Invar. And tin, I guess we should have grabbed a little bit of that. We're going to need like 4 pieces of tin. And then some glass. And that's it. So, machine frame is a 10 gear with iron, and there is the induction furnace. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and place that guy down right here, I guess. Get rid of all that. And then we're going to need some charcoal. And the question is, what can we do about making the steel ingot? It is 4 charcoal dust, 2... Okay, so 4 charcoal dust each. Let's take like 16. Actually, we'll probably need more than that, but we'll see. I guess let's get another 16 of that. My mouse is like acting up. It's not right clicking all the time, so I might look into... I've got a replacement, so I can easily do that, but I might need to. Huh, who knew? Anyways, we can start making steel. So we just need 8 steel. Let's put this stuff away. And now if we want the beheading enchantment thing, we gotta go all the way through this. And beheading is what? An ender pearl and a piece of obsidian. So we're gonna a few of those and some ender pearls. Now ender pearls aren't too bad to do. This probably isn't doing much of anything, and I don't think the progress is going to be there now. So we need to figure out how to make that work, and we need a more complicated build for that, but that's not too much of an issue. I have so many ender pearls. Now the other thing is, let's just take a stack of them. That'll work. So the other thing we need is going to be, of course, we might want to make it so that we can't, so it's on breaking. That would be really nice. But we have our first little bit of steel, so let's go ahead and cast this guy out. And one thing that we're going to need to do, so we need another cow. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. Sheep are not, chickens are not. In fact, we could probably breed the chickens, use the eggs to get more chickens. Let's see, are we going to get lucky with any of these? There's one. We only need like 4 chickens. And cool, it deletes the stone, which is nice. So that is almost all of them. And we're going to need more obsidian if we want to make the reinforcements. So let's go get just a bunch of obsidian from over here. No, we don't want to do it that way. We want to do it with other things. That should be good. So obsidian. Boom. Nice. So once the steel is done, then we'll have... There's the steel. Put the pulverized charcoal away. Same with most of that obsidian. We melt the steel up. That'll take just a moment. But yeah, so like in the quest book, most of what we have left to do is making the pets, doing a little bit of charcoal stuff, which I will probably be super cheaty about, especially with the pumpkins and the melons, because these guys are annoying. But we need to get more, whoops, wrong chest. We need to get more stuff that is like more animals. We need another cow. Specifically, we need more chickens. I guess let's go ahead and see if we can't get some more chickens in here. And there's 2, 3, 4. That should be enough. So once those guys grow up, we will take them out and kill them. Horrible, I know, but has to be done. So let's cast out a steel cleaver, large sword blade. And I have a feeling we had a cleaver. Yeah, we have an unnamed. It's a MineChem cleaver. Don't put it in your crafting table. It crashes. Completely? Yep. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, it completely crashed. So the MineChem cleaver, which we had, don't try to put it in your crafting table. It's gone, by the way. It is nowhere to be found. It's not in my inventory. I don't see it like anywhere on the ground. It's not in here. Like, it's just completely gone. So yeah, don't mess with that. Anyways, our cleaver should be done. Let's go ahead and grab that, and we're going to put these two, that, and our obsidian plate. And there is a steel cleaver, which has 5 modifiers, less than I hoped for, but more compressed sugarcane would have given us more. It does what? It doesn't really matter how much damage it does. That doesn't really matter too much, and it's got reinforcement. So now what we can do is put it in here with obsidian and ender pearls, and we currently have beheading. It has a 30% chance. We can get that up to 50, 60. That's it. So we now have beheading 4. It has a 60% chance to behead, which is pretty good. Certainly not anything to scoff at. But let's okay, let's do this. Let's grab some wheat, and we're gonna kill some sheep, because for the sheep pet, we saw we need some sheep heads. 4 of them, not too bad. What does this give us? Slow fall and gives you wool. That's cool. So we're gonna selectively kill some sheep, and hopefully, I think all that stuff fell down there. We'll breed them. We'll breed the ones we kill. And again, it fell down there. But I don't know that we've gotten any sheep heads yet. So hopefully that's something we can get. There's one. And I think that might have been 2. Yeah, so we have 2 sheep heads at the very least. We're not losing any sheeps, really. We get any more? We got 1 more. Oh man, we can get the last one. Then go ahead and make the sheep pet, because why not? And honestly, we'll probably call the episode there-ish. I need to kind of figure out a good way to deal with the Cascading Synthesizer. And let's see, we need to breed these 2. And you know what, we'll go ahead and get that. Now I believe, yeah, the red and the black also mysteriously disappeared. Not a big deal, but let's go ahead and put this stuff away. We'll go back and put the rest of our stuff away. We need to get another cow from that guy over there. Honestly, more of a waiting game than anything. But we'll just kind of work towards getting all of the stuff we need. And one of the things we'll probably end up doing in the near future. Alright, cool. That works. Let's go ahead and get... We'll give them 2. And that shouldn't take too long. But one of the things we're going to want to do in the near future is make more areas where we can get more things. And one of the things I want to kind of look into, carbon nanotubes. We saw before that these guys can be used to make a bunch of stuff, including the biome painters and all that kind of stuff. We can have planes, hell capsules, sky capsules. So we'll have to figure out a way to get cats. That might also be difficult, because there's no recipes for it, but the ocelots themselves require the skull. So, I'll have to think about that one. That might not be one we can do it either. So, there's a lot of things. It's like, this is an unfinished mod pack. So, like, you should expect things to not be finished and to be messed up and whatnot. But hopefully we can get through as much as we can. before moving on. So let's see, what do we have? More decor. Now the question is, for this guy, does require the sheepy sheep. So like we're getting close to being done with this stuff. What we'll probably end up doing, I'll try to get some more animals. Like we have all these chickens. That's not going to be a problem. We'll probably want, you know what? Let's see something real quick. I have sheep and I have parasol mod. So I'll see if there's any way I can figure out to get any more. Try to get some more mobs, specifically another cow. Once we get one more cow, we can get a bunch of cows. That shouldn't be a problem. I don't know how we're gonna get ocelots, if at all. But we can make a new biome for Enderman. We can make a new biome for gas and all that fun stuff if we wanted to. We might make a small hell biome and a small end biome. Make up dark rooms just because it's easier. Probably end up making a dark room in here that is just for killing. I don't even know what we need to kill at this point. We have creepers, spiders, I guess. Spiders are pretty much the only thing we need. So that might be something I'll do between episodes. Just make a small little room and start prepping towards well, more stuff. So that is going to be it for today. I will figure out the cascading synthesizer. Best way to get power with that, we'll probably end up using capacitors. The Aura capacitor seems like the best course of action. And we'll kind of just go with whatever we can figure out to do. Whether it be more pets, more Aura Cascade in general, or move on to something else, which we don't really have much more to do in this mod pack. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!